Hello to all traders and welcome to another edition of Stock Watch. So we're looking at gold and oil today after gold collapsed below the 1900 handle for the first time since the middle of February, and it looks very pressured, and this is off the back of the greenback really seeing a vast emergence, and the DXY index is actually keeping above 100 for the first time in a long time. We saw a little bit of a bounce back when it did peak at 100 a few weeks ago. However, now it seems to be pushing higher and higher, and gold on the other hand is really pressured. We'll look at the chart shortly. Just want to look at oil as well. We can't look at gold without looking at oil. We've seen that the news reports yesterday that Russia is cutting off certain members of the EU such as Bulgaria and Poland in its all-out comeback against some NATO countries and European countries, providing Ukraine with some tools. However, oil is now keeping above $100, which is quite significant because we could see another push to that magical 120 as supply and demand chain fears rise over the rest of 2020 at least. So let's take a look at gold first of all today. So what I want to really emphasize at the moment is we saw this vast support in the last few trading sessions over the last few weeks here, going back to the end of March and the beginning of April. Then we saw a spike because the gold traders did start flourishing, but now we've seen this depression on gold sinking below 1900, and as I said before, these levels were last seen at the middle of February. So we're now in a slight dissension. We don't look like we're coming out of it anytime soon, and with that being said, with the assistance of the Ichimoku indicator as well, we have actually pierced that and collapsed through it as well. So the lower border, of the Ichimoku cloud is looking quite a far away at the 1923 handle approximately. This is on the daily chart, don't forget. But if we go on to the 4-hour chart, things get a little bit more serious, because if I just drag this back, as you can see here, we've had quite a few tests at the upper regression level. However, prices are sinking lower and lower. We have so far today had a bit of a green bullish candle to the upside, but this could be weighed down as I said, the greenback is making a strong comeback in currencies as well. So just to reiterate, we are now looking at the previous lows. So we had mid-February. We are now looking to see if it's going to catch on and start shrinking like it did grow in this opposite direction here. So basically what this happened here is looking like the opposite in this direction as well. Sell positions have already been placed by myself on the pretense that we will keep sinking lower, and how low we'll just have to wait and see what the next reports are coming out of different websites and obviously different news outlets as well. So just keep an eye on that. Oil on the other hand, just bring it back to a daily chart. As I said, with the assistance of the Ichimoku indicator, which is the one I usually use, we are now seeing oil hold above $100, which is quite significant. I'm just pointing that out roughly about here. So as you can see here, we've had a lot of choppy action, choppy markets in the last few trading sessions since we had this vast peak at $130, but since the collapse of almost 30% of the value of oil in the last few months, well, last few weeks actually, we've seen now where the next direction is. We are looking at this kind of triangular pattern here to see if we're going to have another move to the downside and then possibly higher, and then a breakout in the next week or so. As I said, fundamentally driven at the moment for a lot of the commodities. The gold and oil are no exceptions as well. So we're just waiting to see what the next outcome is. If we look on the 4-hour chart as well, just to get in the intraday outlook, we're now looking to see what the opportunities are in that respect. As I said, we are looking for another possible downside move and then a breakout above 100 once again, and this will be a vast breakout as well. Just waiting to see what this choppy action will come up to as we fall out again of the Ichimoku cloud. Very big cloud engulfment there, but we've now fallen below that. Prices are expected to fall below $100 and then get the upside move there. So we'll just see in the next few trading sessions what the main characteristics are. Just want to show you on the DXY, just remove these drawings. As you can see here, this is moving higher and higher for the greenback, and very vast ascension, moving up to 103. We didn't really see these levels for a few months, so as you can see here, this was when the pandemic began. So we have seen now a break above pre-pandemic levels. So that's very, very comforting for the American economy. However, for gold traders, we might see something new on the horizon. So let's just wait and see and just take into account all the fundamentals, and we'll speak again next time for the Stock Watch video. So thank you very much for joining me, and have a great trading day ahead. Bye for now.